Good evening, friends. Welcome to PLATO Digital. I am Raja Avula, Faculty of History for the English medium. I do teach for civil services and state PSC examinations. Especially today, we are going to start the Telangana Public Service Commission exams, TSPSC, especially Group 2 point of view. In the TSPSC Group 2 point of view, the importance of the Telangana history in TSPSC exams also. In Group 2 examination, in the paper 2 of Group 2, paper 2 of the Group 2, this speaks about Constitution. It contains the Constitution of India. And also TS history. And another one, sociology. This, I think everybody knows this. This is 150 marks. This is for the 150 marks. Out of this 150 marks, 50 marks for the Constitution, 25 marks for the TS history, sociology 25 marks. So, along with this, in the Group 2 examinations, Telangana history not only for the separate paper 2, and also it covers in general studies. This was another paper. In general studies paper, you need to understand this contains Indian history as well as history of Telangana. It also has the history of Telangana and Indian history. So in this part, Telangana history, it covers nearly 10 marks. So Telangana history, here general studies point of view for the 10 marks, and Group 2 paper 2 25 marks. This is for the 25 marks and 15 marks, totally 35 marks. Totally it contains the 35 marks. But here, for the understanding of this general studies, for the understanding of this history, you have to read in the point of the Telangana angle. So this history you have to read along with the Telangana point of view. It has to read from the Telangana point of view. Because earlier it was studied with AP history. Earlier you have been studied with AP history. This Telangana history, earlier you have been studied with Telangana history. By that time, they did not give an importance for the Telangana history. You studied completely AP history. Now, whenever 2014, Telangana state was established. After the establishment of the Telangana state in 2014, we have been started to learn Telangana history separately. Separate point of view. That is on the point of the Telangana, not on the point of the complete Andhra Pradesh history. Okay, remember, coming to the point of the syllabus for all competitive examinations, Telangana history. But here, all competitive examinations is a small point. That means, especially here we are discussing about the Group 2. Here we are more focusing on the Group 2. And other competitive exams, whereas coming to the point of the syllabus for all other competitive examinations. So this syllabus for all competitive examinations, Telangana history is most important. Telangana history is most important. They are asking Telangana history questions frequently, more questions on the Telangana history and movement for all the Telangana Public Service Commission exams which are conducting in Telangana state. That you have to understand. Next, after this, we will start chapter one by one. The first chapter is Satavahanas. We have to understand the syllabus. Today, I will discuss with you syllabus of Telangana TSPSC history syllabus. First topic of the Telangana history, that is Satavahanas. Before Satavahanas, there is one another topic called pre-Satavahana period. Pre-Satavahana period. This pre-Satavahana period, that is also covered with prehistoric period. Prehistoric period up to the Satavahanas, from prehistoric period to the Satavahanas period. That means the areas where we find in Telangana history, the areas where we find prehistoric sites and where we find prehistoric tools, important prehistoric areas and important prehistoric tools and important prehistoric evidences, especially the evidences, archaeological evidences, mostly the archaeological evidences, mainly the tools what they used. Here, coming to this point, the tools of this period, they used stone tools, that we know. They used the stone tools initially. And where we find the stone tools? Most of the things found at Nalgonda and other areas, Mahbub Nagar, Nalgonda. Along with this, in the prehistoric period, that means pre-Satavahana period, we also found the megalithic sites in different areas of the Telangana. In the Telangana, we also find megalithic sites. Megalithic sites also found in Telangana. These megalithic sites were found at Nalgonda, Mahbub Nagar areas, Karimnagar areas, like this. Megalithic sites. Megalith means the construction of the tombs with big stones. Standing big stones on the tombs. That was megaliths. These were also called as dolmens. That we have to discuss in the prehistoric case. So after this, next, from prehistoric age to the other age, like after the completion of the megalithic age, before the Satavahanas, the Andhra Pradesh, it was under the control of the Mauryans during the Mauryan period. It was under the control of the Mauryans during the Mauryan period. Mauryan period, there were two important areas in Telangana, that is what called as Asmaka and Molaka. This Asmaka and Molaka, these two are most important areas before the Mauryan period. They belongs to the 16 Mahajanapadas period. 16 Mahajanapadas, they existed in 6th century BC. These 16 Mahajanapadas were existed in 6th century BC. Remember one thing, 6th century BC, 16 Mahajanapadas were existed in India. These were existed in India. Only one Mahajanapada located in South India, that is Asmaka Mulaka. That was the Asmaka Mulaka. Only one Mahajanapada which is existed in South India, Asmaka and Mulaka. Asmaka and Mulaka. This was mentioned in Buddhist literature, Anguttara Nikaya. This Asmaka Mulaka mentioned in the Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya. That was the Buddhist text. So, remember, before Mauryans, during the time of the 6th century BC, during the time of the 6th century BC, here there were 16 Mahajanapadas. These 16 Mahajanapadas were mentioned in the Anguttara Nikaya. And these are Asmaka Mulaka. These were the Asmaka Mulaka. But only Asmaka mentioned, Asmaka Mulaka, these two are the twin Mahajanapadas. Asmaka Mulaka were the twin Mahajanapadas mentioned in the Buddhist literature. And Buddhist literature, these people are also called as Andakas. Andhra people were also mentioned as Andakas. During this 16 Mahajanapadas period, Bodhan was the capital. Bodhan. It was the capital of the Asmaka kingdom. And what we known, Bahubali. Bahubali. Here, the Bahubali was not the Bahubali of latest movie like Bahubali, Rajamauli's Bahubali. This Bahubali, he was son of first Tirthankara of Jainism. He was the son of first Tirthankara of Jainism, Rishabhanada. First Tirthankara of Jainism, Rishabhanada. Rishabhanada. Rishabhanada's son, Bahubali, and also Bharata. Bahubali and Bharata, these two are the sons of Rishabhanada. This Bahubali and Bharata, these two, they fought for the kingdom. Finally, Bahubali left the kingdom and he has given his kingdom to the Bharata, and he went to the Bodhan forest, here in the Bodhan forest. So he went to the Bodhan forest, he sat for the meditation, and his statue became like a nude statue. After looking this by Chamundaraya, who was a prime minister of the Western Ganga kingdom. Western Gangas, they ruled Mysore. So Mysore Western Ganga ruler, this Mysore Western Ganga ruler, he had observed the Bahubali, he has observed the Bahubali statue, and based on that Bahubali statue, he constructed Gomateshwara statue at Mysore. Gomateshwara statue was constructed at Mysore. This is also called as Bahubali statue. So this Bahubali belongs to the, he belongs to the Telangana. Remember, this Bahubali belongs to the Telangana. And another, what is you already watched in the movie, that Bahubali, he was called as Rajamauli's Bahubali. He ruled, what is that? Mahismati kingdom in the North India. Mahismati kingdom in the North India. Okay. So, remember one thing. This Telangana located on in the India map. in the map of India. This you can consider as ancient India. This is called as Indian subcontinent. Ancient India is called as Indian subcontinent because it has all the continent features. So in this India map, there is a place called Deccan. This is what called as Deccan. Deccan in the triangular shape. So our Telangana located in the Deccan. Our Telangana located in Deccan. Telangana region. Originally it was before the independence. It was called as Hyderabad Presidency. Hyderabad Presidency. Independent Hyderabad state, or it is also called as Hyderabad state, which was ruled by the this was Hyderabad state which was ruled by the Nizams of Hyderabad. Nizams of Hyderabad. Okay. So in this area, this is called as Deccan. In this Deccan area, first political history started in the Deccan by the Satavahanas. Satavahanas, they started first political history at Deccan. Satavahanas. They started political history. These Satavahanas, they started political history first at Deccan. Originally, they worked under the Mauryans. They worked as a Mauryans. So coming to this point, we can find in the 13th Major Rock Edict of Asoka. 13th Major Rock Edict of Asoka. That 13th Major Rock Edict of Asoka speaks about Andhras. That was the first 13th Major Rock Edict of Asoka was the first epigraphical evidence of the Andhras. First epigraphical evidence of the Andhras. Andhra. Remember, first epigraphical evidence of Andhra mentioned in the 13th Major Rock Edict of Asoka, and first literary evidence of Andhra mentioned in the what is that? Senasopakyanam of Aitareya Brahmana, which was there in Rigveda. So this Senasopakyanam, Aitareya Brahmana, that belongs to the Rigveda. First time Andhra word mentioned here. First time the word Andhra mentioned here in the Senasopakyanam. That was the Aitareya Brahmana. So like this in the different areas, we can find the word Andhra. Where is Andhra? Originally, where is Andhra? Which was mentioned in the Puranas and all these things. First time we will find the word Andhra. Where it has been mentioned. The word Andhra mentioned in the Puranas, that Andhra originally located in Bodhan. It was originally located in the Bodhan. This Bodhan belongs to the Telangana. So Telangana people were called as Andhras. And Andhras, they resides on these Andhra people, they resides between the Krishna Godavari rivers. Between this Krishna Godavari rivers. That is what Andhra. So here Godavari river, It flows into the from Maharashtra to Telangana, Telangana to Krishna. Andhra Pradesh. That is Godavari. Below the Godavari, there was a Krishna river. The area between the Godavari and Krishna river, that is considered as Andhra region. Most of the Andhra region in the ancient period located in present Telangana. Initially, this Andhra region identified in present Telangana region. That is what called as. So these Satavahanas, they ruled Deccan. This area, from 220 BC to nearly 220 BC to 220 AD, according to the Matsya Purana. This Matsya Purana, it mentioned about the Satavahanas first time. Puranas mentioned Satavahanas as Andhra Bhrutyas. Satavahanas as Andhra Bhrutyas. Puranas mentioned Satavahanas as Andhra Bhrutyas. But in the inscriptions, coming to the point of the inscriptions, whereas in inscriptions, if you come to the point of the inscriptions, we cannot find the word Andhra Satavahana inscriptions. We will find only the word Satavahana or Satakarni or Satavahana. So Puranas did not mention Satavahana name, and inscriptions did not mention the name of the Andhras. So that is something contradictory. That's why the origin of the Satavahanas become more and more controversy. So in the Satavahanas, we have to read about the Satavahanas in the history from where they came. That is origin of the Satavahanas. After the origin of Satavahanas, next coming to the point of the political history of Satavahanas. That means in the political history, we can know the sources of the Satavahanas. Sources are two types. Archaeological sources. Sources are two types. Archaeological sources and also literary sources. Political history. All Satavahanas. Political history about all the rulers of the Satavahanas speaks about this political history. Next, after the political history, administration. We have to discuss about the administration of the Satavahanas. Because in the South India and Deccan, especially in the Deccan, coming to the point of the Deccan, first time administrative system introduced by the Satavahanas only. First time in the Deccan, this administrative system first time in Deccan was introduced by the Satavahanas. That you have to remember. So they introduced a sound administrative system. And also they divided the kingdom into different states like Aharas. Was under the control of the Amatyas. These Aharas were under the control of the Amatyas. Here in the administrative system, Satavahanas administrative system is completely the administrative system of the Mauryans. They followed Mauryan administrative system. Satavahana administrative system was followed Mauryan administrative system. In this Mauryan administrative system, we will find centralized administrative system. Mauryan's administrative system is centralized administrative system. But whereas Satavahana administrative system was decentralized administrative system. Whereas the Satavahana administrative system was decentralized administrative system. That was only difference. The remaining all are same. That's why we can find this Satavahanas were the feudals of Mauryans. Samanta kings of the Mauryans. Okay. So that administrative system first introduced by the Satavahanas in the Deccan. After the administration of the Satavahanas, next we can also read about the social conditions of the Satavahanas. Social conditions. How the society would be during the time of the... Coming to the point of the social conditions of Satavahanas, how the time of the Satavahanas social conditions would continue. That is like Varna system. Varna system was very famous of that period, Satavahanas period. Next, along with these social conditions, the economical conditions. Economical conditions of the Satavahanas. Social conditions of the Satavahanas, economical conditions of the Satavahanas. Because they developed the economy of that period. Economy was developed during the Satavahanas period. The system of economy. Rulers of the Satavahanas. They provided irrigation facilities. Rulers of the Satavahanas, they provided irrigation facilities for the development of the agriculture. And mainly, one thing you have to remember, Satavahanas, they donated plows and cows for the development of the agriculture. And the most important thing, in the entire Indian history, Satavahanas were the first to introduce, Satavahanas were the first to give land grants. Satavahanas were the first to give land grants to the Brahmins. They give land grants to the Brahmins, and also land grants were given to the army officials. These land grants were also given to the army officials. So, that was one point started by this is most important. Land grants were introduced by the Satavahanas. So during the time of the listen carefully. Here you need to have more and more patience to listen the classes, because while we are discussing the entire syllabus, if you listen the entire syllabus, you will find different questions from the syllabus only. I will tell you one thing, and I will also challenge you one thing. The only syllabus is the secret of success. The secret of success is syllabus. Remember this, nothing else. If you have complete idea over the syllabus, then you will succeed in the examinations. Okay? The main thing is syllabus. Remember that. That's why I am focusing more and more on the syllabus. And what are there in the subject? What are there in the each and every syllabus? Satavahanas is biggest chapter. Just overall idea. I am giving just overall idea to you initially. Then if you go to the original Satavahanas, so that Satavahanas original teachings will continue nearly 8 to 10 hours. That was the 8 to 10 hours topic. You need to have patience, because I have more patience to give more and more subject to you. You also should have more patience to listen. That is for you only, because one should get the job. Getting job is more important. And also in all the videos of this Telangana history, I will go to the very, very depth. You will find n number of questions. You will find n number of bits. Maximum out of 25, maximum questions will come from my teaching. So that is, you remember, because I have more and more experience. Okay, army officials, concept is more important. The thing is, concept is more and more important to understand. Army officials, given land grants to the Brahmins and army officials, that was a important thing. Okay, so this is economical. For the development of the agriculture, if they given land for the people, definitely people will develop the agriculture system. They develop the agriculture system because they feel their own. Whenever you feel your own, then it is easy to develop the things. It is easy to develop the areas, agricultural areas. Okay, next after the economical conditions, coming to the point of the religious condition. Religious conditions. Religion of the Satavahanas period. Remember, to understand the religion of the Satavahanas, there are only 3 important religions of that period: Brahmanism, Buddhism, Jainism. Don't call it as Hinduism of that period, because Buddhism, Jainism. These two are part and parcel of the Hindu religion. That's why all these 3 combinedly called as Hindu religion, Hinduism. All these 3 combinedly called as Hinduism. So don't separate Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. That's why I am going to give this Brahmanism, Buddhism and Jainism. Okay, these 3 are important. Jainism of this period, especially Buddhism of that period. Buddhism was a common people religion of that period. Common people religion of the Satavahanas period, because queens and common people, they followed Buddhism. Queens and common people. Queens and common people, they followed Buddhism more. This queens and common people followed Buddhism, but kings, they did not patronize Buddhism, except Yagnasri Satakarni. Except the Yagnasri Satakarni, no king, he patronized the Buddhism. And whereas coming to the point of the Jainism, early Satavahanas, first Satavahana king or early Satavahanas, they followed Jainism. Early Satavahanas, they followed Jainism. Latter period, slowly Jainism was not followed by the people. That's why, according to the Jain literature, who was the founder of the Satavahanas? Srimukha, he was founder of the Satavahanas. He died early. Just he ruled 23 years, according to the Puranas. This person, he died early because initially he followed Jainism. Latter period, Srimukha, he left Jainism and he jumped into the Vedic religion. That's why he died, according to the Jain literature. In the Jain literature, they mention that initially he followed Jainism. Later period jumped into the Brahmanism. That's why he died. That was given by the Jain literature. Okay, that is Buddhism, Jainism of that period. And another most important related to the Satavahanas period, the most important thing related to the Satavahanas period, art and architecture. Art and architecture. Satavahanas period started literature. Satavahanas period started literature in Telangana region. We will find literature during the time of the Satavahanas period. Literature like Satavahana literature is Prakrut. They followed the Prakrut. Prakrut was their official language. And slowly they developed Sanskrit. Later period they also developed the Sanskrit. First Prakrut, next Sanskrit. They followed first Prakrut, next Sanskrit. Remember, most of the inscriptions of Satavahanas, they were in Prakrut. Most of the inscriptions of the Satavahanas in Prakrut language. Okay. So like that, literature developed of that period. That is art. And architecture, coming to the point of the architecture of that period. Mainly architecture of that period was Buddhist architecture. Architecture of that period, it was Buddhist architecture. Remember one thing, Buddhist architecture, it has 3 architectural styles. In the Buddhist, viharas is one type of the architecture. Another one is after the viharas, chaityas, stupas. Viharas, chaityas, stupas. Viharas, chaityas, stupas. These 3 are the architectural styles of Buddhism. Viharas were the rest houses of Buddhist monks. Whereas coming to the point of the chaityas were temples, sacred places of Buddhism. Stupas were constructed on the relics of Buddha. So stupas, they constructed on the relics of Buddha. Chaityas, they were the temples, and viharas were the rest houses of the Buddhist monks. So these 3 are important, especially Amaravati Stupa. Battiprolu. Amaravati Stupa, Battiprolu Stupa. And there are several viharas in Andhra Pradesh. You will find several viharas in Andhra Pradesh. Nagarjuna Konda Vihara. Like that, there were several viharas in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. This is about art and architecture of the Satavahanas. So, all these things we need to understand related to the Satavahanas. After the Satavahanas, that area was ruled by the Ikshvakus. After the Satavahanas, Andhra Pradesh was ruled by the Ikshvakus. Ikshvakus, they were also called as Sri Parvatiyas. Ikshvakus, they were also called as Ikshvakus. They were also called as Sri Parvatiyas. Sri Parvatiya means it is Nagarjuna Hills. Sri Parvatiya Hills was another name of the Nagarjuna Hills. Because after the roaming Nagarjuna, Acharya Nagarjuna, after roaming Acharya Nagarjuna on that hills, after roaming Acharya Nagarjuna on that hills, that Sri Parvatiyam hills got the name of Acharya Nagarjuna. And the name of the Acharya Nagarjuna, we are calling it as Nagarjuna Hills. Nagarjuna Hills. Acharya Nagarjuna, he was a great Buddhist monk. He was also called as second Buddha. And he was also considered as a founder of Mahayana Buddhism. So he founded this Mahayana Buddhism of the Buddhism, like in the Christianity. Coming to the point of the, just I am giving an example for the understanding purpose. In the Christianity, there was a religion in the Christianity called a movement against Catholic Church. Against the Catholic Church, there was a movement called Protestant movement in the Christianity. This Protestant movements in the Christianity was started by Luther. Same in the, what is that, Buddhism. Same in the Buddhism. This movement, that means the change in the Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism. Protestantism, they need some changes. Protestantism, they brought some changes in the Christianity. Same like that, this Mahayana Buddhism, they started some changes in the Buddhism. Or also some other, what is that, Hinayana. Coming to the point of the Hinayana Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism need some changes. But whereas Hinayana Buddhism did not want any changes. That's why these were called as pro changes and no changes. These are the pro changes, these are no changes. That's why Acharya Nagarjuna, he was considered as Luther of Buddhism. Luther of the Buddhism. So like that, Ikshvakus. During the time of the Ikshvakus period, personally, there are only 4 rulers related to the Ikshvaku kingdom. There were only 4 kings in the Ikshvaku dynasty. One is, the first ruler of the Ikshvaku dynasty is Vasishtiputra Sri Santamola. He was founder of this Vasishtiputra Sri Santamola, he was the founder of the Ikshvaku dynasty. Vasishtiputra Sri Santamola. He killed last Satavahana ruler Pulamavi III. He killed the last Satavahana ruler Pulamavi III, and he established Ikshvaku dynasty. Vasishtiputra Sri Santamola, founder. His son Veera Purushadatta, Matariputra Veera Purushadatta. Matariputra Veera Purushadatta, he was second ruler, son of the Vasishtiputra Sri Santamola. Third one was Sri Santamola. Vasishtiputra Sri Santamola's name, again we can call it Sri Santamola II, Sri Santamola 2. Next, fourth one is Rudra Purushadatta. Rudra Purushadatta. Vasishti Putra Sri Santamula, Veera Purushadatta, Santamula 2. Next, Rudra Purushadatta. These four were the Ikshvaku rulers. They ruled nearly 75 years, just 75 years. So, Ikshvakus, they ruled from Vijayapuri. Among these four rulers, this person, Sri Veera Purushadatta. Veera Purushadatta time was considered as golden age of Buddhism. Golden age of Buddhism. This period is considered as golden age of Buddhism. This Vasishti Putra Veera Purushadatta period. That was the golden age of Buddhism. Okay. This is about the Ikshvakus. Ikshvakus period, political history, along with the political history, development of the Buddhism. That was most important, and their cultural contribution. Ikshvakus cultural contribution. So after this Ikshvakus, Telangana was ruled by the Vishnu Kundinis. After the Ikshvakus, Telangana was ruled by the Ikshvakus, Vishnu Kundinis. After the Ikshvakus, Telangana was ruled by the Vishnu Kundinis. Vishnu Kundinis, they ruled almost to 358 to 624 AD. 358 to 624 AD. They ruled Nalgonda, Mahbub Nagar. They ruled Nalgonda, Mahbub Nagar, these areas of mostly Nalgonda, Mahbub Nagar areas of Telangana. Even some extent they ruled Khammam and Warangal. Khammam and some areas of the Warangal. Vishnu Kundinis. Vishnu Kundinis founder Indravarma. Indravarma was founder. He constructed Indrapala Nagara. Indravarma constructed Indrapala Nagara. This Indrapala Nagara was also called as Tummalagudem, located in Tummalagudem. It was located in Nalgonda district. Tummalagudem located in the Nalgonda district. This was capital of the Vishnu Kundini dynasty. Indrapala Nagaram. Vishnu Kundinis, they followed Vedic religion. So coming to the point of the Vishnu Kundinis, they followed Vedic religion. Understanding of the Vishnu Kundinis, for the understanding of the Vishnu Kundinis, you have to remember only political history. Maximum political history. Here Vishnu Kundini is not that much of the important. And going before this, coming to the point of Vishnu Kundinis, just wait, I will tell you the thing. The entire history of Telangana. Only 4 chapters are important. There are only 4 chapters are important. One is Satavahanas. Second one is Kakatiyas. Third one is Golconda Sultans. Fourth one is Hyderabad Nizams. These 4 chapters are most important chapters to read for the Telangana history. For the Telangana history, these 4 chapters are the most important chapters. The remaining chapters, we will concentrate only the political history. Political history. For the remaining chapters, we concentrate more on the political history. Political history was important. That means mostly the founder, important ruler, if there occurred any constructions, that constructions, if there occurred any writings, important writings, like that some writings, and there was if any important incidents, that incidents we will discuss. Okay. So whereas coming to the point of the Vishnu Kundini's period, it was the first dynasty. Vishnu Kundini dynasty was the first dynasty to destruct Buddhism in Telangana. It was the first to destruct Buddhism in Telangana, for the destruction of the Buddhism in Telangana. So this is what we have to know, we have to take as an important thing. Destruction of Buddhism. That is one thing. And the second thing is, it was the first to, this Vishnu Kundini dynasty, it was the first dynasty started Sanskrit as official language in Telangana. Sanskrit as official language. Sanskrit as the official language. First kingdom followed that Sanskrit as a official language. This was the first kingdom followed that Sanskrit as official language. That is one thing. Another thing you have to remember, this was the first kingdom started cave temples. Construction of the cave temples. So first was the destruction of the Buddhism. First was used the Sanskrit as a official language. First kingdom constructed the cave temples. They followed Vedic religion. And also Vishnu Kundinis, they started, Govinda Varma was important of this period. Govinda Varma was great king of the Vishnu Kundini dynasty. Vishnu Kundinis, another important thing about the Vishnu Kundinis, that was they started human sacrifices. Human sacrifices at Yadagiri temple, Yadagiri hills. That was another one. And another most important thing related to the Vishnu Kundinis, that was they started Ghatikas. Another important thing was the Ghatikas, establishment of the Ghatikas. They established more Ghatikas at Kesari. That's why that is called as Ghatakesari. Ghatakesari. So like that too, Vishnu Kundini's importance is a political history is most important regarding the Vishnu Kundinis. Okay.